Disclaimer: the following clip reveals all about Top Guns. Kindly don't watch if you haven't watched the movie. Thank you.
The plane-carrying warship USS Venture, CVN-65, is on the lookout close to the Persian Bay when radar contact is made with a MiG contender. The battle air watch of the Endeavour is vectored to meet the approaching airplane. The contenders include a F-14 Tomcat interceptors, each monitored by a pilot and a radar block official, RIO. The pilot of the lead plane is Flight Lieutenant Peter Dissident Mitchell, Tom Journey, a call sign proper for his self-important rule-twisting disposition. His RIO is Lieutenant Nicholas Goose Bradshaw, Anthony Edwards. The second F-14 is steered by Bill Cougar Cortell, John Stockwell, with Sam Merlin Wells, Tim Robbins, as the RIO. The two F-14s split up and are shocked when a second MiG, protected from radar by riding inside feet of its chief, shows up. MiG-1 outsmarts Cougar while nonconformist locks his rocket radar on MiG-2, who quickly withdraws. MiG-1 stays on Cougar and is possibly pursued off when Dissident flies topsy-turvy, shuts everything down the MiG, and streaks a profane motion to the adversary pilot. The MiG withdraws and the two Tomcats fly to the undertaking, yet Cougar is so shaken he can't land, compelling Dissident, falling short on fuel and against orders, to cut short his own arrival and talk Cougar to the deck. Cougar sees the chief of the Endeavour, Tom Stinger Jordan, James Olton, and turns in his wings. The occurrence has left Cougar shook and he believes he can't fly battle anymore. Stinger is compelled to change his planned disciplinary activity against Dissident, for he should send a Tomcat couple for extra battle preparing at the Naval Forces Contender Weapons School in Miramar, close to San Diego, CA, and the commander is doubtlessly disturbed that nonconformist is the main qualified possibility for the task. Nonconformist, nonetheless, is discreetly excited as he views the task as a chance for progression, and upon appearance starts a contention with an individual Tomcat pilot, Lieutenant Tom Iceman Kazansky, Val Kilmer, and his RIO, Ron Slider Kerner, Rick Rossovich. At a bar the night after their most memorable day at the school, Dissident notification Charlotte Blackwood, Kelly McGillis, a youthful blonde in pants, and hits on her by following her into the women room and entertaining her. It appears to be not to work until the following day she shows up at the school, uncovering herself to be Charlie, a formerly concealed DoD flight teacher that nonconformist had thought to be male. However, in fact a non-military personnel, she has dominated the pilot training program where she has beaten a few real pilots. She starts to become stricken with Dissident before the authority rivalry starts. In his most memorable activity, nonconformist takes on the school's occupant foe pilot, LTC Richard Jokester Heatherly, Michael Ironside, and prevails with regards to outsmarting him and shooting him down, yet in this manner he flies under a set least commitment elevation, a hard deck, and afterward intensifies this blooper by humming, or overflying, a flight tower at ludicrously low elevation just to flaunt. Both nonconformist and Goose tune in while entertainer and their boss, Administrator Michael Snake Metcalf, Tom Scarrett, are reprimanded by the Pinnacle's superior. Iceman likewise censured Dissident for his risky mentality. However, nonconformist won't have any of it, even after Jokester brings him to his office and takes steps to remove him. Would it be advisable for him he proceed with along these lines? Metcalf, be that as it may, knows nonconformist since Freethinker's dad flew with him in Vietnam off the USS Oriskany, CVA-34, and was destroyed when he drew in the foe in non-partisan airspace. The challenge among nonconformist and Iceman proceeds. In a later activity, Snake and entertainer collaborate against Dissident and individual F-14 pilot Hollywood. Freethinker disrupts a cardinal guideline by leaving his partner to pursue Snake, and in this manner Hollywood is destroyed and afterward a similar destiny occurs for nonconformist. In any case, the most awful is on the way, for nonconformist is cooperated with Iceman and, not entirely settled to win the school challenge, irately berated Iceman for a really long time to go after a foe make. Dissident makes the effort, yet when the two airplanes draw near, the discharge from Iceman's engines cripple Freethinker's motors and the F-14 plunges toward the ocean. Goose scarcely prevails regarding yanking open the crisis discharge handles. However, when the Warrior's covering busts open, the two pilots launch, and Goose collides with the shelter, killing him. A freethinker is crushed by Goose's demise, and however a request gets him free from bad behavior, his certainty is obliterated. He in any case moves on from the class and is reassigned to the venture, where an episode with Tho Mijis prompts a portentous fight including Iceman along with Dissident. Iceman and Hollywood are sent off to catch a couple of Mijis, however are hopped by 4 extra for warriors. Hollywood is destroyed, and Iceman is irredeemably encompassed when Dissident is sent off, presently with Merlin as his Rio. However, deferred by failing launches on the flight deck, Dissident actually shows up at the location of the fight yet is encircled by an adversary, and when he flies into one boat's jetwash, his contender momentarily slows down, and however he recovers control, he streaks back to Goose's demise and servers, leaving Iceman, who has long questioned nonconformists' mental fortitude after Goose's passing, caught as Merlin frantically and angrily shouts at Freethinker to get once again into the fight. Freethinker gets a hold of himself and gets back to help Iceman, and they obliterate 4 Mijis, provoking the excess unit to withdraw. Accordingly, Dissident and Iceman, at last, become companions. As a prize for his gallantry, the nonconformist is offered any task he picks. He decides to be a teacher at Top Weapon. He throws Goose's canine labels into the sea, implying he has found some peace with his companion's demise.
The two F-14s split up and are shocked when a second MiG, protected from radar by riding inside feet of its chief, shows up. MiG-1 outsmarts Cougar while nonconformist locks his rocket radar on MiG-2, who quickly withdraws.
As understudies at the U.S. Naval Force's tip-top contender weapons school contend to be cream of the crop, one trying youthful pilot gains a couple of things from a regular citizen educator that are not shown in the homeroom. U.S. Naval Force Lieutenant Pete Mitchell, callsign Dissident, a reckless, thrill-seeker pilot pro, is acknowledged into Top Firearm, Miramar's first-class contender school. Yet, there, the imprudent youthful pilot should contend with the most elite, including Iceman, a splendid and profoundly cutthroat individual understudy. Presently, Mitchell should do his absolute best, nonetheless, his dad's strange inopportune death actually torment him. Could Freethinker at any point demonstrate his value to Charlie, the flying school's straightforward astronomy educator? Can he stifle his wild nature to win the lofty Top Firearm prize?